Because there's two types. There's a masculine plural and there's a feminine plural. This is a sound masculine plural. The third one, which takes a dhamma. And it's sound because it's not broken. For example, we have this word, muslima. Muslima. This is why it's sound, because the construction in the whole form of the word stays the same. But when you do the plural, it's muslimat. Muslimatun. And so there's an added alif with ta at the end. At the end. At the end. So this is called a sound feminine plural, because the whole construction is left alone and the change only occurs where? With an addition of alif and ta. That is called a sound feminine plural. When the whole construction of the feminine word is left alone and the change occurs where? And it's an addition of what? Alif and ta. Then on this type of word, you can make it what? Sound feminine plural. Like Hind. Sit up. We have Hind. Hind is a girl. Right? Hindun. Now, if we want to say many Hinds, we say Hindat. Hindat. It's an added of an alif and ta. So it's considered a sound feminine plural. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're done with that. What's the next line? كذا المضارع الذي لم يتصل شيء به وكي يهتدي وكي يصل. It says likewise كذل. كذلك is a shortened version of, the long version of كذا. كذلك, just like that. Likewise, if you want to be technical, okay? Likewise, you make dhamma, meaning just like you make these dhamma, and you use dhamma to represent the raf'un case, you use dhamma for what they call mudari'u. Al-mudari', we have to go to the sidebar. Mudari' is a terminology. It literally means to be like something. What it means as a term, it means the word, the action word that is in the present going to the future case. So you would say yaf'alu, yaf'alu. As the Arabs always use fa'ala as a rule to denote something, any particular word. They use fa'ala. So yaf'alu is the word. You note the dhamma at the end. Okay? So كذا المضارع الذي لم يتصل شيء به كيهتدي وكيصل. So the end of the word لم يتصل means nothing is linked to this last letter. The last letter is lam. If there's nothing at the end of this lam, if there's nothing that's attached to this letter, this lam, then you use dhamma to put at the end of this word. Now we can say, well, what can be attached to it? Noon, noon al-ta'keed, or noon al-niswa, which means we have to learn two terminologies, so we go to the sideboard. What is a noon al-niswa? The noon al-niswa is the noon that you see at the end of a word that denotes femininity, that denotes that the person who did this act is a woman. We got to step up now. This is the first rule we learned on the sideboard. That is the action, then the... What is it? Action. So now the verb is telling on itself. It says, yaf'alna. If it says yaf'alna, then that tells you yaf'al means did something or doing something. The na lets you know that whoever did it is a woman. And not just one woman. It's a bunch of women. That's what they call the noon al-niswa. Literally translated, the noon of the women. So this is an example, and I don't want to get into all the things because that's not the purpose right here. The purpose here is to understand how to understand the fourth type that takes that, and that is the mudari'. Mudari'. And the mudari' is that action word that's in the present tense. Action word in the present. tense. Okay, present going into the future. So we call that يفعلنا. This is the noon of niswa. So it says كذا المضارع الذي لم يتصل. Nothing is connected to it, to the end of it. كيحتدي وكيسر, giving two examples of that. So that stops. We end here with all the words that take dhamma to represent mudari. To represent, astaghfirullah, a raf'un. Okay? No more examples can be used to give you something that says it's in the raf'un case with the dhamma. Now if you want to make it raf'un, it has to be with something else. Any other type of word. So how many types of words are there? 4. There's the singular word. There's the broken plural. There's the sound feminine plurals. And there's the mudari, which is the action word that is in the present tense going in the future. Those are the only 4 words that you use a dhamma to represent the raf'un case. So it says, what's the next line? وَرْفَعْ بِوَاوٍ خَمْسَةٍ أَخُوكَ أَبُوكَ ذُو مَالٍ حَمُوكِ فُوكَ. This is very easy. It says, if you memorize, Turki Femek. It says, وَرْفَعْ بِوَاوٍ. Now we're dealing with wow, because we said dammun, wawun, alifun, wa noon. If we pay attention, this becomes very easy. If you memorize, it becomes even easier. It says dammun, wawun, alifun, wa noon. So wow is a sign for rafin when? Khamsatan. In the 5 words, 5 types of words is the taqdiru kalam. 5 types of words. These words follow abuka, dhu, abuka, akhuk, abuka, 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 fuka, dhu, abuka, warfa biwawin khamsatin akhuka, abuka, dhu, okay, akhu. Khamsatan akhuka, abuka, dhu malin, hamuka, fuka. Okay, hamu. Okay, hamuki, fuka. So now you say akhu. Everybody say akhu. Now these 5 words, these 5 types of words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some people add more when you get to alifiyat to the malik. We're not going to worry about that right now. Right now we learn the rule, and then after that we learn the ikhtilaf. There's no argument about these 5 words, okay? No argument, and no scholar has a problem with these 5 words being the ones that you need to make it rafun when you have akhu. Akhu means your brother. Everybody knows, what's happening, akhi? Everybody says that all the time. My brother. Abu is your father. Tabbat yada abi lahab, what type? Abu Lahab. Okay? So Abu or Abu Bakr or Abu Sufyan. You know this word Abu, the father of someone. Dhu. This is the one that you need to really worry about. Hamu. Hamu is the Prophet said, Hamuk is mouth. The brother-in-law is death. Okay? The Ham is your brother-in-law. And then Fu. Fu is your mouth. But you can say fem also. But when you're using it to say, with the wow, you can say fu, and we'll get on to that. I don't want to confuse anybody. It means your mouth right here. Okay? So dhu, it has to be the possessor of. It has to be someone possessing something. Okay? Dhu malin. So someone is possessing money. The one who has wealth. Abu so-and-so. There has to be something connected to these words. Okay? Meaning, you can't just say akhu. You have to say akhu so-and-so. Okay? Because otherwise he's going to be an akhin or akhun. Like that. But without the wow. But it has to be connected, meaning a prepositional phrase. It has to be connected to something else. Akhu mukhlis, Abu Tauba, Dhu Malin, Hamu Ka.